Hello and welcome. I would like to remind you that there is a Q&A session with Mr. Conway on Saturday. There's a link in the description of this video for the announcement. So anyways, today I'm in the tier 10 US battleship, the Mighty Montana, again. Because I have had quite a few of these nice games with her recently, so I'm gonna share them with you. Anyways, this is on North, and first contact, and I see an Atago, and I fire full broadside, but unluckily it seemed I had HE loaded because those shell models definitely did not look like AP ones. Not to mention they didn't quite deal the damage I was expecting them to deal. Anyways, this Baltimore seems to be moving slightly away, so I aim a bit higher, but game decided that nope, you really wanted to hit that island instead of the ship behind it, so I'm gonna let you shoot the island instead. That's actually one thing I don't understand. Why do we... Like right now, there is no surface bombardment or something similar in the game. Why doesn't the game automatically expect you to want to shoot over the island every single time and not actually the island? Because I really don't see any reason to shoot the island, ever. At least not yet, anyway. So, essentially, because this is north, it's kinda difficult to push through. And usually whoever pushes kinda tends to lose. Then again, you still have to remember that you need to actually help your allies, otherwise you're just gonna get picked off one by one. Oh my god, that's stock Amagi. I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry. Stock Amagi is horrendous. Well, she was pointing her nose at me, so I didn't really pen her properly. But now she is showing broadside, so that's a paddling. If I don't miss, though, like I did right now. I'm using this island as cover, more or less. Then again, there is no Yamato in this game, so I don't think there's all that much I need to be afraid of, at least what comes to like one or two ships. Okay, now she's showing broadside, so this is a paddling. Wow, and she turned closer. Why is the Samagi so damn good? Like that's really the right choice. I often do that too where I turn a bit closer to the enemy, because this means that most of the shots are just going to overpen instead of citadel. Also, Shimakaze incoming. I should really shoot her instead. Hi Shimakaze, although I might have needed to lead a little bit more. No, actually this was good. Wow, only 4,000 damage. Well, that's disappointing. I do need to start moving though, because she might have dropped a few presents for me. So I definitely don't want to receive them. It would be great if we could pick the Shimakaze off though, but I can't really shoot at her. Actually, maybe I can. I thought she was gonna keep going straight ahead, so the island would have been in the way. But she didn't, but she disappeared. So I guess I'll have to settle for the Izumo instead. Wow, that Izumo is not having a good time. He was almost like full HP and now he's down to like 1/3. Well, I guess that's what happens if you keep showing broadside. Anyways, I don't have another target, so I just try a random shot on the Shimakaze because she was reversing. If she had kept reversing, she would have got hit by some of them anyway. Unluckily though, she didn't. So now I'm going towards the larger gap between the islands. This is one of the places I kinda like attacking through, because there's that one island you can still use recover, which is great. Especially if the enemy team is still inside their cap. Not to mention there's a friendly destroyer. My main plan right now is to just sit back and shell from there, because, you know, that's still possible. I don't have any other targets here because the giant island in the middle is in the way. Also, I actually still like this map. Like, I really like it a lot. Because this map is something you can play around with in essentially any ship. Okay, I need to pick a longer range target so that my shells can go over the island. Or maybe just don't shoot at all and save the shot. Because there are a bunch of cruisers here who I really would like to shoot once I come around the island. Yeah, actually let's go through because our Shimakaze is going through and I guess we can just back her up then. Or at least I can just sit here and shell enemies. I mean, they can focus fire me, but this should give my team some time to move in. Right, team? Right? Well, that's Aerroon showing broadside. Although I don't think he really realized that I was where I am. But that was some disappointing damage. Well, there's a cluster of cruisers there, so let's shoot them as well. Because the rune is turning away, it's kind of difficult to shoot that. And the battleships are also not very nicely angled, so I'll take a shot at the closer cruisers who are also kind of angled, but I mean, there's a higher chance of at least penning them, and perhaps I could even citadel them from the front. Which is entirely possible if the shell hits like the right place. And speaking of the island, I guess I'm gonna use this one as cover quite a lot here. This Baltimore isn't going full speed, I think he's slowing down, so that's why I aim essentially on the ship, and I'm definitely gonna try using this. Oh! That's a good smoke, Shimakaze. I guess I'll just come hide in your smoke then, because that will mean I am unspotted, and then I can just shell freely. Although, at this point I really would like my team to fucking move in. Like, they don't have to be in here right now, but if they start coming right now, it'll still take them minutes until they get there, so that would be damn appreciated. I would really like it if you didn't go all west. Like, there's two cruisers and a battleship going west straight ahead. One cruiser is sailing away. At least 2 cruisers and a battleship are trying to come around here. Anyways, this Baltimore is toast. Because he can't spot me, because I am inside smoke. Yes, he can still fire at me. And I think the Shimakaze might really want to leave, because we do need spotting, because, again, we're alone here, pretty much. And my plane got shot down. Which is sad. Also, I am rather likely to be torpedoed here. I'm gonna try to use as much AA as I can. It's really unfortunate that the Shimakaze has to go out. I really would appreciate if our carrier maybe brought some planes over to spot instead, so the Shimakaze could have just sat inside the smoke. But oh well. I'm gonna try to shoot as many planes down as possible, while to help the carrier. And the other thing is so that they are less likely to spot the Shimakaze. But I think our Shimakaze is kind of done for. Oh my god! What the fuck are they doing? You know how I said the cruisers are 2 cruisers and 1 battleship are coming in my direction, and the Shimakazes? Well, no, they fucking turned around or slowed down or stopped or whatever, because they aren't coming around here. They were at least in the direction of coming around here before, but they aren't anymore. They are really leaving us out to dry. Wow. I mean, we could... Wow, well, that's the Shimakaze. And I guess I'm gonna be next, because I'm literally the only one here now. Well, at least 1 cruiser seems to be coming. Maybe the second one as well, but some of the other ships are still sailing in random directions, essentially. Well, that's rather unfortunate. I started moving because I don't want to get torpedoed, and I imagine planes are gonna come in soon. I'm rather low HP, so this game probably is going to end very soon for me. But that's a North Carolina who is showing broadside, and I'm turning away because I don't want to get salvoed by her. And I really don't want to keep sailing closer to them, because that kinda cuts down on my survivability. The North Cal did a Smart turn, because this meant that my shells can't really pen her properly. As you could see, also planes coming in. Luckily they are lower tier planes, so I can probably shoot some of them down. Come on, front side penetration, please. Please happen, please. Nope. RNG doesn't like me today. Okay, torpedo bombers also coming in, so I select them for focus fire, and I try to turn into them. Also North Carolina showing broadside. Well, that's a paddling. Bye. There's a second torpedo bomber group. Wait, what? Oh, right, it's a Japanese carrier. Okay, this one was lucky, because that one could have flooded. But this one is definitely going to hit. I'm not going to slow down. If I slow down, I might have a chance of avoiding it. But the thing is that if I don't avoid it, it's going to hit my front of the ship, which means that torpedo bulges aren't going to be effective. So I'm gonna take more damage, and the other issue is that it's a much higher chance of causing flooding, which means I would have to use damage control party, so I couldn't use it on at the time when this rune sets me on fire, because he definitely is. I really do wish I had a heal right now. That would be awesome. Or that I would actually get citadels and sink this rune, because I mean, we are winning, which is nice and all, but well, I mean, I'm gonna die. I thought about ramming this island, but the issue is that the destroyer inside their cap would still be spotting me, or some of the other ships. So it wouldn't have been a good thing. It would just have made me an easier target, especially because planes are definitely gonna come in. Oh, look, there's the planes. Well, there's also the carrier, so kinda expected that planes will come in. I will keep turning away so that the rune can't just pen me randomly. But unlucky for me, the dive bombers were enough to finish me off. Then again, I think I did quite a bit this match. Like, I feel like the team kinda left me and the Shimakaze out to dry, because look at where the team is. Like, they definitely did not come the shortest route to help us. They took a really long trip around. And you could say that they were trying to be safe from the destroyers, but there was only one, this Fletcher. You don't have to be that afraid if you have like 5 or 6 ships. So I really think that our team was the disappointment this time. I really liked the Shimakaze though. That smoke was a good idea. But then again, we are going to win. I really don't see them winning this match. Like, I mean, it's Des Moines. This Des Moines could probably solo clean alone easily. Like, the planes aren't gonna touch him. He's Des Moines. Anyways, the match essentially just goes on and on and on and on, because matches take forever to end when the enemy carrier just runs away and your carrier is not interested in striking him. So I'll just skip towards the end. So, end of the match, several minutes later, and the Des Moines has finally hunted down the Shokaku. Finally. Okay. Well, at least we still won the game, which is excellent. That's kinda what you need. Far more important than me surviving or dying. 550k credits, 7000 experience, devastating strike, high caliber, Confederate, no Kraken, 5 citadel hits, only 2 ships destroyed actually. Oh, 32 plane shot down, which is quite nice, but I imagine the Shokaku didn't quite like it. But 3117 experience, this is actually more than the last game where I carried. Sadly, our Shimakaze did rather poorly, but I do think that he played really well. Damage is a bit less than that one actually. It's like 180k, but look at the damage taken. Wow, 130,000 damage. I did make some profit though, so I guess I'm happy about it. I mean, look at it, the cost is 300,000 plus consumables. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, then please subscribe, and thanks for watching.